How about this Aston Martin? Let's take a spin with Charlie D'Agata.
That sound, like its reputation, precedes the Aston Martin. And beneath the deep growl of its latest model is the echo of more than a century of British car making. And it's a brand intrinsically linked with that other British icon.
Bond.
James Bond.
Rob Smith fell in love at the tender age of 14 when he joined the Owners Club, despite not being an owner.
I had no idea how I would ever afford an Aston Martin, but I knew I was going to get there eventually.
He did get there eventually. He now owns 4.
And it's got soul. It's more than just a collection of nuts and bolts and oil and petrol. It's the love that's gone into it.
The United States is Aston Martin's biggest overseas market, yet each vehicle is handmade to the customer's specifications here at its UK factory.
We don't see these as just being cars. It's a piece of art, really. It's a piece of automotive art.
Steve Waddingham is Aston Martin's senior product specialist.
So you can have any colour leather, any colour stitching.
How important is it to get this right?
Well, it's one shot. If this goes wrong, then we need another cow, basically.
Yet it's a miracle the Aston Martin has managed to survive it all.
One of the most attractive is the Aston Martin.
While they're good at making cars, particularly racing cars, making profit was another matter. The company has gone bankrupt no fewer than 7 times in its history. Founded in 1913, Aston came from a famous racing hill at the time. Martin came from Lionel Martin, one of the founders of the company. A charismatic chap named David Brown purchased the company in 1947, and lo, the DB was born. The DB11 is the most advanced DB the company has ever built, at a price of around $250,000, and capable of devastating speeds, 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. Matt Hill is creative director.
So all from the steering wheel, you can do a lot of tuning of the vehicle.
It makes it go faster.
It makes it go faster.
You'll be using this Aston Martin.
It's not hard to see why 007 found the car a perfect fit. A DB5 in 1964's Goldfinger thrust Aston Martin onto the world stage.
And engage and fire the passenger ejector seat.
Ejector seat? You're joking.
Product placement to die for in a cinematic love affair with 007 that's lasted more than 50 years.
Get in.
In fact, that DB5 made an encore appearance in 2012's Skyfall.
It's not very comfortable, is it?
Are you going to complain the whole way?
Oh, go on then, eject me. See if I can.
The Queen gave Prince Charles a DB6 for his 21st birthday, which made a surprise appearance at the last royal wedding. What may take the shine off this most British of brands is that throbbing heart under the hood is actually an engine built by Mercedes, and the company is now owned by a Kuwaiti, Italian, and German investment consortium. But that doesn't bother Rob Smith.
And there it says, hand-built in England.
Absolutely.
How important are those words, in England, to you?
Well, I'm English, so it's the most important thing.
For enthusiasts, the Aston Martin represents how Britain sees itself. Maybe a little stuffy, sure, a dash of arrogance, but a bit of an underdog still capable of commanding attention on the world stage.